Howdy Hey, how is everybody doing? And welcome back to Disney Daily. So today I woke up to a really awesome surprise. We finally have a Cruella de Vil trailer. And this is a movie I've been anticipating for a while now. And to be honest with you, I really think that this movie, Cruella de Vil live action, will be the movie that kind of saves Disney's live action movies. Not that I haven't enjoyed the live action movies that we've gotten thus far, but I think the general consensus is they're never as good as the animated. And I feel like the one exception has always been Maleficent. And the reason why I think Maleficent was so successful is because it dove into a story that we weren't familiar with. And that's exactly what's going to be happening with this movie, Cruella. For so long, so many of us have wondered, what was Cruella like when she was younger? How did she become such a heartless villain? And so I think this movie is going to put Disney back on the right track in terms of what a live action Disney movie should be. So with all of that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and watch the trailer and then I'll give a few thoughts afterwards.
From the very beginning, I realized I saw the world differently than everyone else. That didn't sit well with some people. But I wasn't for everyone. I guess they were always scared that I'd be a psycho. But a new day brings new opportunities. And I was ready to make a statement. How does the saying go? I am woman, hear me roar. I'm just getting started, darling. The thing is, I was born brilliant, born bad, and a little bit mad. I'm glad that you're sorry. I'm Cruella. No.
Coming this May. Whew. Okay, I think this movie is going to be up there with Maleficent. I really, really do. I love that they showed, and first, before I say anything, the fact that they picked Emma Stone, I mean, that's a heavy hitter name. So I don't think Disney is going to drop the ball on this movie. I really don't. Okay, so let's get into some of my thoughts. So first and foremost, I think we are definitely going to see a younger version of Cruella. Clearly, she at some point has red hair, and I think this is Disney's way of showing when she's more naive, when she's more innocent, very simple girl. And I think once she starts transitioning to the evil side, that's when we see her have her signature black and white hair. So I love that little touch that they put on it because I think it's really showing us that there's something that happens along the line where Cruella is driven insane and she goes mad. But that's the thing. It's like, what is that turning point for her? And I think we're all just like dying to know. Or is it possible that it's a bunch of different things that happen to her and eventually she just loses it? Another thing that I'm curious about is one of the parts that stood out the most to me is when Cruella enters, it looks like this big old ball or something and everyone's all dressed up and proper, and she enters and she's wearing all white, and then all of a sudden her white coat just starts to like disappear and melt off of her almost, and then it reveals a beautiful red dress. And I'm just curious, like, does Cruella dabble in magic or something? Like, it is very strange the way that the white coat disappears, so it kind of implies that she's like magical in some sort of sense. I mean, I could just be wrong, but it is interesting. It's something to think about. I definitely encourage you guys to go back and look at it because it's quite a strange element to add in there. So it makes me curious, is there going to be some sort of magical element in there? So a couple of last minute thoughts before I conclude. I'm curious, are we going to meet Cruella's parents? Does she even have parents? Is she an orphan? The other question I have, are we going to see Anita? Are they gonna kind of put her into the story, and that way it might segue and lead into a potential sequel for the live action? Also, where does her obsession for dalmations come from? That's what I'm really interested in. All we really get in the trailer is we see that she walks into the ball and some dalmatians are growling at her, but we don't really see how she develops this hatred for them. So I'm curious, are they going to dive into that aspect of the story as well? So anyways, those are some of my thoughts after watching the trailer. I really want to hear from you guys. What did you think about the Cruella trailer? I think honestly, in my heart, I really believe that this is going to be exactly what Disney needs in terms of live action movies. I've been wanting an Ursula live action for a very long time now. So I think if they go down this road where they continuously put out live actions that focus on Disney villains, I think there's really something there. Again, I think there's so many Disney fans that would really rather see the Disney villain story than a story that we already know and have seen before. But anyways, please let me know what you guys think. And as always, thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily. Until next time.